Welcome to the 2020 National Groundwater Virtual Show. My name is Jill Boudreau with Xylem Applied Water. I'm the Residential Product Manager, and I'm happy to present to you today the Aquafi. The Aquafi device is an add-on accessory for our existing or a new Aquavar Solo 2. This device operates on a Wi-Fi signal and allows monitoring of your well system using a Solo 2 variable speed drive in conjunction with a well pump and motor. All that's required is a Wi-Fi signal from the user's home. The use of the Aquafi gives the installer and customer the ability to constantly monitor the health of the system. The Aquafi is a separate accessory that can be easily connected to the Solo to monitor the system through Wi-Fi. Anywhere you go, you will be able to monitor with your smartphone. With this easy to download app, you'll be able to monitor the live data provided, including pressure, speed, output current, input voltage, pump motor runtime. The use of the Aquafi can give you forewarning of problems with the system and even remind you of scheduled maintenance that is needed for the system through an email or text. These screens represent what you would see if you had the Wi-Fi app loaded on your phone. Monitoring the system will allow for notifications to assist you with keeping the system up and running without downtime. The monitoring can give you date time for all faults, details on when and to whom the fault was sent to, email and text message alerts for all of the faults, a view of all the drive settings and when and who changed them. This will enable the installer the information needed to repair a system before traveling to a site. Imagine the money and time savings by diagnosing a problem before arriving. In addition to the live data, you also have the opportunity to review trends over the last 12 months for the system. If a problem existed the same last year as it did this year, for instance, customer has a dry well, you may find that the customer runs out of water the same time each year, maybe due to weather or to a home event. The device itself is a simple NEMA 3R box with a status LED light with one push button for changing the device from online to offline. The status LED is a two-color LED that indicates the status of the Aquafi. When the light is off, it means the Aquafi is not powered. If it is a green constant light, you're connected to the cloud. A green slow blinking is connected to the router but not connected to the cloud. Green fast blinking is not connected to the router. A red constant means you're in the offline mode. Red slow blinking in offline mode without offline connection. Red fast blinking is no communication from the controller. The mode button is used to change the communication mode or reset the Aquafi to factory defaults. The table shows you here how long you would have to press and hold the mode button for the desired function to be used. Holding the button for 2 to 5 seconds will restart or reboot the Aquafi. If you hold for 6 to 9 seconds, you'll change the communication mode. The communication mode will change from offline to online and from online back to offline for the 6 to 9 second period. 10 to 15 seconds will reset to factory defaults. The device is compatible with all Solo 2s with the controller software setting of 61.503 for 1AS15 and 63.503 for 3AS models. If you have an older version and would like to use the Aquafi, you can contact our factory to update the controller software with a simple software stick. The serial number can be found on the bottom of the controller enclosure as you see here. The app can be found on your iPhone or Samsung App Store. This is the icon for the app, and it's easy to find and open. Once downloaded, you will see the Aquafi blue water showing downloading on your phone. Once a dealer loads several customers, the app will display all of his customers as you see on the left-hand side of the screen. You're able to add customers with a plus sign, go back and forth from the sign up screen. During loading, you'll be able to load an Aquafi device ID. This will be a unique ID depending on what Aquafi serial number you have received to load at the customer site. It shows you whether that device is connected or disconnected. It will show you the current status in the middle, that being the running, stop, or not connected. It will show you an identification code of the device name. For instance, if a customer has more than one well, you may need to identify that in the device name by putting well pump 1, well pump 2. Or you could simply put a customer's last name there. Lastly, it will give you a contact phone number. This should be the phone number for the consumer, the homeowner that's using that device. On the right-hand side of the screen, this is a customer's display of a single device, or it's the dealer screen once a device is selected from the previous screen we just talked about. This screen gives you the same idea of status in the middle. This is telling you that this pump is ready to run, but it isn't running at this time. It is connected to Wi-Fi. It's online, and the Aquafi device ID number. Below that, it will give you the actual pressure, the set point pressure setting, the output frequency, output current, and runtime in hours and minutes. The additional tabs on the bottom of the screen allow you to operate between the live data, the trend data, and the faults so that you can see each of those pieces of information on that tab. This is an example of what those screens look like. Your very last tab will give you some very important information. This allows you to set unique settings, giving the customer the opportunity to choose what type of communication style he would like, whether a text message. Right now, as you see in this screen, this customer is set up for send SMS, which means he's getting a text as well as getting an email. And he gets those and is notified of those particular faults and scheduled service. So both of those will send him text messages to tell him when it's time to service his product, as well as when there's a fault for his product. A couple of the other things that this will tell him, if, for instance, water was left on in his home and his drive was running for more than 30 minutes, which is a default setting, he will also get an email telling him that the runtime of 30 minutes has been exceeded. Additionally, if his pressure drops below 20 psi, in the instance of perhaps a broken pipe, he would also get a notification of that. The lowest information on there tells you scheduled service date. This is something that was set up probably by the installer, telling him he should be serviced once a year. So the service setting was set Christmas Day, 2017. He would have gotten a scheduled service notice on that date. We believe you'll find this device helpful for a modern digital solution for continually monitoring a well system. Now I'd like to share an installation video with you to help you understand how easy it is to put in and set up. I'd like to thank you for joining me today to share this exciting new product. Enjoy the show.